One mistake a lot of creators make is thinking about their videos as just one standalone video, because we come from television and we're used to everything having a beginning and then an end before another show comes on. That's not how YouTube works. We, as creators, if we really want to find success, need to think about the entire viewing session of that viewer, the title, the thumbnail, to the video, to what they do after that video. In today's video, one of the strategists on my team, Delana, is going to sit down with the Signpost kids and walk through this process for their videos. She's going to show you on their channel how you can make more bingeable content.
Hi, I'm one of the strategists here on the Video Creators team. In case you don't know me already, my name is Delana Hunt, and let's get right into talking about a few things that we can learn from Signpost Kids, as well as what maybe they could be doing better to help increase their channel growth. Hopefully these tips and tricks will help you apply some things to your channel, especially if you are in the kids niche. One thing that I do want to point out is congrats on 1 million subscribers. Wow, that is a huge milestone and probably one that you worked really hard for. So congratulations on that. There are a couple of main things that I'm going to point out to you here that I think will help you to move the needle the most on your growth, but you're doing a really, really great job so far, especially optimizing for your target audience, which is kids, obviously. So the first thing that I want to point out that you're doing so well is this channel trailer. I feel like is so much fun, totally optimized for kids, and is memorable. Like, it's definitely something that I personally am going to remember, as well as it quickly communicates who you are and what you're all about on this channel and what this channel will have for me. And you put it into really simple terms that would relate and be easily processed by a kid. And I think that that's so awesome and so valuable, because whenever we're crafting channel trailers, this can buy subscribers in. So I do have one little tweak for you on your titles and thumbnails here. So first off, with your titles, is I would really test putting emojis in your titles. That's actually something that kids typically respond to really well. So I would definitely test, moving forward, maybe putting some emojis in every other video title that you upload, so that you can kind of test and compare, okay, if I put emojis in it, do they tend to overall perform better over different videos, different topics, different stories, stuff like that. And then for your thumbnails, you are doing really great, and they're really bright and they're really fun. The only thing that I would be wary of is, especially whenever I'm looking at this Signpost Kids Sing the Thanksgiving song, it's just a little bit hard to really tell what's going on in that thumbnail. It's just, they start to get a little bit busy sometimes. And the only problem that we run into whenever our thumbnails start to get too busy is that the eye will skip over them. And we want our thumbnails to have a really, really clear place for the eye to rest. Like these more recent ones that you have are great, but they're not telling as much of a story. They are cleaner, and that could just be something as simple as not having a background that's too busy. Like this one that has, it looks like ornaments or something in the background, that is getting a little bit busy and my eye kind of wants to skip over it, whereas my eye keeps going back to these ones. And this one is really, really good because the background's pretty simple. I would really pay attention to those, like what color backgrounds typically perform better, and you can make all those groups within your analytics, and textures, patterns, things like that, so that you can move more in that direction. And the biggest thing that I see would really help to move the needle forward on your channel's growth is incorporating some really strong elements of storytelling. So especially in this more recent content that you did, like this animal playground hide and seek with Signpost, obviously with kids, the story can be much more simple, but what makes a story really great and cause that tension in the brain, no matter the age, is setting up risk. So here you're playing hide and go seek. So you could incorporate something where it's like, if she doesn't find all of the other kids that are hiding within the certain time frame, then she gets a pie to the face or something like that, or she doesn't find all of the other kids within that time frame, then she has to sit out the next round, or something like there's some sort of punishment, some sort of risk that comes if she doesn't achieve this thing. And sometimes even just putting a timer on it is enough. She has to find all of these other kids within the certain time frame. So risk is a huge part of storytelling, and it's what creates that tension in the story and keeps the brain really intrigued and feeling like I have to know what happens. But there are really 7 key structure elements here, and that is, who is the character? What do they want? Why can't they have what they want? What's at stake if they don't get what they want? Who or what comes along to help them achieve this thing that they want? How does the character ultimately get what they want? And then how were they transformed by the process? So let's go back to this animal playground hide and seek video, for example. Let's say the character is the girl who was the finder. She was finding all the other kids. Let's say that she wanted to go get ice cream. And so her mom said, hey, you guys play one round of hide and seek and you find all of the other kids within this time frame, then we can go get ice cream. And who or what comes along? Let's say that during one point she can't find like the last kid. You want to make them feel like, oh my gosh, she just has to find this last kid and she only has like 30 seconds left to find this last kid. So then maybe her mom comes up to her and she's like, hey, I'll give you a clue if you do this one little task. Like maybe she has to jump from one side of the playground to the other. So then she has to overcome another challenge in order for her to get this last thing. And then she gets a clue and then she finds the person. So there's a lot of little storytelling elements that you can start to pull into your content to create a lot more tension. But one good practice that I would consider is, first of all, what risk can we set up? Like what will happen if the character doesn't achieve this thing? And then also for everything that the character is going to do, what is a potential obstacle that could keep them from finding each person or from putting this puzzle together or drawing this picture or something? Like the obstacles don't have to be big, but usually the bigger the obstacle, the higher the risk, then the better the story. But they can still be pretty simple since you are speaking to kids. So you don't want them to be confusing. But those are the big things that I see would help your channel the most, but you're doing really awesome so far. And I can't wait to see how your channel continues to grow.
If you're ready to start making more bingeable videos for your channel, click this video you see right over here. I'm going to walk you through the exact step-by-step process that we teach our clients about how to do exactly that. So click the video and I'll see you over in that next video.